What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today we are talking about 7 crossbar locking knives that would make a great EDC knife. We have all kinds of different price points to get into. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you here. And before you head out, do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it, everyone, and it really helps get these videos pushed out there to more people. Feel free to let me know what you are carrying in your pockets today. I love hearing from you guys. So, we're going to kick this video off with something that's more on the premium end of things and one of my favorite crossbar locking knives, period. The Vostede Dachshund. We have a coated M390 sheepsfoot blade, great for utility work, everyday carry type of stuff, just an all-around awesome blade shape. We have dual thumb studs and a front flipper tab for the deployment. The springs in this crossbar are phenomenal, guys. Nice and strong, nice and stout. We have a good sharpening choil there. We have black washed titanium handles along with a matching milled titanium clip. Everything has been chamfered and softened down. Very comfortable in hand. It's a great size. They also tool this guy for lefty carry, and they include a filler tab, so we have a completely ambidextrous knife. The Vostede Dachshund, if you have not checked it out, it is a phenomenal, more premium ended crossbar knife. So the Dachshund's more on the premium end of things. Let's jump down into the budget range, and this is one of my favorite budget crossbar locking knives. We have the Olotton's Go32, and this thing is packed full of features for the price point. I believe these come in somewhere in the neighborhood of like 30 to 40 bucks, I believe. And for that, we're getting a coated drop point blade coming in 14C28N. We have a crowned spine, dual thumb studs for the deployment. We have a great crossbar lock, good protrusion there, easy to get a hold of, easy to disengage. The springs are very stout and strong in this thing. Great sharpening choil. We have contoured G10 handles. They are nicely finished. We have a deep carry clip there. Everything has been recessed. Matching G10 backspacer with a hidden lanyard post. And they tool this guy for lefty carry and include a filler tab. Just a great job. Great price point for this knife. It might be a little bit more than what I said, but I think that's close to what it is. But this thing is packed full of features at the price point. I'm a huge fan of what Olotton's is doing right now. Next up, we got the exclusive Real Steel Sacra. Now, you cannot get this version anymore, but they have plenty of different Sacras available. This has a powder-coated orange drop point blade coming in K110, and that's typically what the Sacras come in, is K110. And they have coated, uncoated versions. They have a bunch of different versions of this knife. And this is one of my all-time favorite crossbar knives right here. We have very comfortable dual thumb studs for the deployment. This thing is ultra thin and slicey as well. We have a phenomenal crossbar lock in this guy. Great spring strength in there. Good and easy protrusion on these tabs to get to and disengage this guy. Nice sharpening choil. Everything about this knife is fantastic. It's lightweight. We have this taco style handle here, which makes it an integral. And then we have these G10 onlays. It's just a very comfortable and lightweight knife. And these are also very affordable. We have a recessed clip here along with the screws, and it is tooled for lefty carry there, making this a completely ambidextrous knife. And if you are, looking to kind of get a bug out, but you don't want to spend bug out money, you're trying to, keep things very reasonable, this is an awesome option, guys. I can't tell you enough how good the Real Steel Sacra is. Packed full of features as well. One of my favorite crossbar knives ever. So I slightly undershot the Olotton's G32. I wanted to double check on that. It's right around $45 to $50 depending on which model and where you get it, but still a fantastic value on the G32 for around 50 bucks. It's a no-brainer if you're looking for an affordable crossbar lock. Next up, we got a very affordable model, and this one is coming in around that $20 to $30 price point. We're getting, this is the Free Tiger FT2103, and it's a fairly new model for Free Tiger within the last year or so, and they're a fairly new company as well. We have a coated D2 blade, nice drop point, pretty thin, pretty slicey as well. We have dual thumb studs for the deployment. Nice sharpening choil, good strong springs in here. Surprisingly, a really good knife, guys, for the money. You know, if you're in this price category, there's a lot of good stuff, but there's also a lot of garbage. And this is one of the good ones for sure. I've checked out a couple of Free Tigers knives, and they do a good job all the way around on each model that I've checked out. Specifically this one, though, I really have been enjoying this one. It's a very simple, elegant design, very comfortable. It's a good mid-length size. We have textured G10 handles. Everything else has been blacked out, so it looks really good. You don't have that satin offset making it look real cheesy. So the blacked out liners, internal milling in there. We do have a deep carry clip there. And the only spot they missed on this knife, in my opinion, was they didn't tool it for lefty carry there. And a filler tab, of course, would have been nice if that was the case. And then they didn't recess the screws. But for 25 bucks, it's really hard to go wrong. Even if you are lefty, you know, I'm not a lefty, but, you know, if you're in this price point, you can't really go wrong with this Free Tiger here. It's definitely worth the 25 bucks. Next up, we have an oldie but a goodie. We have the TRM Shadow, and this bad boy has a stone-washed 20 CV drop point style of blade here, USA made. For being a USA made knife, it's not a bad price at all, especially the G10 model. We have dual thumb studs for deployment. This will fall in, of course, the more premium side of things. The crossbar lock is done very, very well on this guy. The ergonomics are literally to die for. You have this nice full 50-50 choil right here. You can get right up behind this ultra thin blade. Just a very well thought out design. The G10 is nicely finished. The pivot looks awesome. Love that non-tooled pivot there. And then we do have a nice deep carry titanium rollover clip. Everything's been recessed, and they also make it so lefties can carry this guy, and they include a titanium filler tab. The TRM Shadow is definitely one of the best premium crossbar knives on the market. Next up, we got the SRM 722 8B AB coming in 14C 28N. We have a coated drop point blade here. SRM's a fairly newer company to me, but boy, do they have some good models. At least the ones I have checked out. They very much remind me of what Real Steel does. I don't know if they are intertwined in one way or another, but a lot of the same characteristics that SRM has, Real Steel also has. You know, just sharpening choils, these taco style handles, or they have some of the same similar designers. One of the two, but they both are excellently done. We have nice strong springs for our crossbar lock here. Dual thumb studs for deployment. Nice sharpening choil yet again. This version is a fairly newer version for SRM. This has the textured aluminum handles, and we have that taco integral frame here yet again, which, you know, with the Real Steel Sacra and this one, that integral is going to make this act like a full-length backspacer, which means these are going to be extremely comfortable in hand for a folding pocket knife. And now we do have an ultra deep carry pocket clip. You won't see much, if any, of this knife poking out of the pocket, and they do also make this a left-hand carry option. And for the price tag of these, which I think off their website is around $70, I think, off the top of my head. Aluminum, 14C, this kind of fit and finish, this kind of quality, it's well worth it if you like this design. And then we have one that kind of took the knife community by storm. It was kind of a surprise. It definitely was to me. We have the crossbar locking Mogan Moero, and they came out swinging with this guy. So they put out satin versions, they put out gray DLC versions, and they also put out black DLC, I believe, as well. We're getting that same nice drop point blade in 14C 28N. We have a cutout that goes all the way through, and it is great for the thumb and reverse flick. We have good strong springs in our crossbar lock there. We have good protrusion, so that is easy to get to, easy to disengage. We have a nice full 50-50 choil area there, so you can get right up behind that edge. Nicely done micarta. That's another touch that they went with for the crossbar knife. They did a couple different blade finishes, and they added micarta, which the finishes on the blades, the satins, and the gray DLCs, and going with micarta for the handle material, they couldn't have made two better choices for their knives. That is a huge step up, in my opinion. It's two things that I've been looking for from Mogan in their more affordable knives for quite a while. They typically went with G10 and some sort of coated blade, but they are definitely headed in the right direction. Nice, clean, smooth pivot there. Very simple construction. We just have two body screws here. And these are going to come in, guys, right around that $55 mark. You can sometimes get these below $50. I think full retail, they're right around $60. And these are worth every penny of $60, in my opinion. And to top everything off, you get this nice milled titanium pocket clip that matches the blade. Just an excellent design, excellent fit and finish, all the features, all the materials of the knife, the price point to top it all off. It is very hard to beat Mogan in any way, shape, or form, whether we're talking about their budget knives or their more premium knives. They are going to be very, very hard to beat, in my opinion. You'll have to let me know down in the comments, what are some of your favorite crossbar locking knives? I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it, everyone. It really helps get these videos pushed out there. And if you're new here, we release videos just like this one every single day. Hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell. We would love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I'll throw up a couple of new videos. Go check one of those out for me. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next one.